Hey y'all, my bad. I had to get me a drink of water before I start. But I just want to say, what's today? Is today Wednesday? Happy Wednesday to everybody. I hope everybody is having a great day. Hey, Miss Misty. Hey, love. I ended up getting your gift from the registry, love. So, if you could just hit my Instagram up, this spelled tea with TaylorXo. Um, Lupita Space. Hey, love. Ray of Shine. Hey Boo, Linda G. Hey Love, Nisha Thomas, Nicole E. Yes, everybody, thumbs up on the way in. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great week. We're almost to the weekend. Um, I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get in here and then we'll start because y'all, I know I always say that I don't want to have too long of a live and I end up on here for an hour, but today I didn't want to get too much into this whole thing. I just wanted to kind of skim through everything. But yeah, y'all, my bad. I feel so out of breath. Hey Noel, hey sis, Maggie, hey Bill, HBB, hey love. Like I said, happy Wednesday, everybody. Everybody hit that thumbs up button on your way in. Um, like I said, I just wanted to come on here and speak on a few things. I didn't want to stay on here too long and carry on about it because it's just y'all know I always say this it's just so draining at this point. Just everything. I always say it all the time because you know I feel like there's a difference between when you're just a person in people's chats versus like if you are a reactor and you like physically come up and talk about these people. Now I know I don't do it every day, but I just feel like just throughout this span of this whole since I've been on here, it's just these girls, it's just the lies, the games, the theories that they make people make up about them because they're just so weird and like they act like they don't want to, which I understand that nobody has to come on here and not tell their truth, but tell their whole life all the time and tell every little detail of what's going on just because you're a YouTuber. But you know, don't be mad when people, make up this narrative and these theories of your life and what's going on when you come on here and you half-ass tell and you just half-ass just everything. Like these girls are just half-ass, half-ass. Hey Lisa plus three, hey love. W Creations, Linda G, take it easy. Don't want you out of breath, girl. Let me get a drink of water again real quick, and then, like I said, we'll start right into it. Give me a second, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. So first and foremost, before we get started, I definitely want to say, prayers to everybody in Texas who you guys heard yesterday. Um, from what I've heard, I know there's been plenty more, but you guys know about the shooting, the mass. I'm sorry, y'all. The mass shooting that took place in Buffalo, where it was like a racially motivated shooting to where the dude went up and he went into the grocery store and shot predominantly black people. Overall, just whether it was white, black, whoever, it's still so sad. And then yesterday, the 18-year-old boy who went into a Texas elementary school and shot 19 children, and under fifth grade. No matter what grade they're in, it's always just so sad to hear about those type things happening. It really just makes you not even want to take your kids out, to put your kids in school, to just do anything. Like, it's just, we live in a world where it's just like you really just feel like you have to constantly be on edge, because you just never know what could go down at any second, any place, any time. And for that to happen at an elementary school, and they had 2 days of school left before school was done. And for that to happen, for that to be, for those parents to be dropping their kids off to elementary school, not even thinking that that was going to be the last time that they saw their kids, heard their voice, anything. And parents take their kids to school every day thinking, well, this is a fairly safe place. It's not every day that you just, people just go into schools and just shoot up, you know, just things like that. You have to be a very sick, evil, twisted person to do something like that. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're battling with, you know, you may be going through whatever, but I hate to say this, but do that to yourself. Why take that out on poor innocent kids that have a whole life ahead of them, and a whole, you know like, I don't understand what makes people do these type things, especially at 18 years old. I mean, even the people that are doing these things, like, you even have your whole life ahead of you to ruin it for, because you can't handle something. So therefore you go to a place and just shoot it up because you're so mad at the world, and you're so, yeah, he killed his own grandmother before going to the school. Like, how sick and twisted do you have to be? I don't care what mental issues you're going through. There's just no reason to go and walk into an elementary school and just shoot up a whole classroom because, you're going through something like that. So, I know the prayers aren't enough for these families that lost these kids. No prayer could bring back these babies to these parents. And, me as a parent, I could just imagine getting that call that my child was involved in something like that. I don't even know. I mean, I don't even want to put myself in that headspace or even think. It's just too painful to even think of, let alone actually go through those type things. Um, and I will say that, these schools have to start, having better protection to protect these kids. I wouldn't say ban guns altogether, because there is, certain situations where it is good to have guns, um, to protect yourself and your family, God forbid if you're home or so, just whatever were to happen. So I don't want to say that, but hey Mickey, hey sis, hey Cece. But we just have to better protect kids, um who aren't homeschooled, who do go to school. And you hear so much, not so much, but you hear of these mass school shootings, and it really just, like I said, makes you just want to not even send your kids to school. So, like I said, put the prayer hands up in the chat, for Texas. Pray for those families. Pray for the teachers that also lost their lives too. It's so sad that we live in a day and age where we're even scared to send our kids to school to get an education. It's really sad, but it's just the world we live in, and it's just what happens. There's just some crazy evil people that I don't even want to understand, what would make somebody even get in that headspace to do that. Um, but anyways, you guys, um, understand he was mad, but why innocent babies that just had a little program at the school and 2 hours later they're dead? Yeah, it's just, Lisa, it's so sad. It is so sad. And especially to the people who are parents, and who send their kids to school every day. My babies aren't in school yet, but they will be very soon. And, it really makes me rethink. I know it's not every day that, those type things happen, but it does happen. And, you can't ever think that, oh, well, it would never be in my area, or that would never be the school that my child goes to. You always have to put into some type of consideration that this world is sick, twisted, crazy, and things like that do happen. But, like I said again, prayers to those parents, prayers to those, families of those teachers, prayers for the school all around. And, let's just pray that, you know, this world comes up with, a better idea for something for the protection of people and these kids out here. Um, so you guys, I haven't been going live about, Live. I haven't been doing videos on Live. As you guys, I don't know if I talked about her a little bit in my last live. Um, I don't know if I did or not, but there hasn't really been too much going on with Liv. So I really haven't, besides the fact that, people have been speculating, is she, still in her apartment? Is she living in California? I've been hearing also a lot of people have been speculating, like, does she truly have custody of this baby? Just because, we've never seen her truly alone with this baby. It seems like she's always with her mother or Raquel or something. So, people have been speculating, well, she has her other three taken. So is there a possibility that, she doesn't have full custody, or she has to have some type of, guardian with her at all times with this baby? Because she's just, it's just very strange that, she's never anywhere without Raquel or her mother when she has this baby with her. Um and as far as, did she move out of her apartment? I don't know if she would move out of her apartment. I really just think that she took a long trip wherever she is at. I know she just did a Instagram story, what, like a few minutes ago, and her background was clearly not at her house. So she is somewhere. I don't know if it's in like California or if it's elsewhere. Who knows where this girl stays? Don't know. Really don't care. But um, I do know that, I knew that she always said that she wasn't moving anywhere else, that she was going to stay in Florida. She wanted to be close by to Raquel and her mother. She's always made that clear to Gerard. And, even when she lived out in Texas with Gerard and she was with him and the three kids, she had always made it known that, she didn't have help out in Texas, and that she had wished that she was closer to her family so she could have her mom and her sister. So I highly doubt that she moved out of Florida. I mean, if she did move, I would think she moved somewhere else in Florida, or, she moved, maybe is staying with other family members till she gets approved for another place in Florida. But I do know that, that's where her mom stays. That's where Raquel stays. So I really don't think, hey Ruby, hey love, hey D. Raquel don't even allow Olivia to film around her other kids. She wouldn't allow Stella and Olivia to travel with that baby. It makes no sense. Yeah, she has an obsession with being a single mother. Girl, at this point, I really do. I mean, I know a lot of people. I myself, because we know that, that is Zolo's baby. We know that for a fact. Hasn't mentioned this baby daddy at all that she claims that she has. And I would think, Liv is the type to where when she has a man, she constantly brags. She tells it all that she has a man. And she likes to make it known that she does have somebody beside her. So, since for the past 9 months since she claimed she was pregnant, and even after this baby, we haven't heard of no man around or her speaking on a man being around. I mean, she has said that he showed up for, he does show up for the baby when he's supposed to. But other than that, we don't really hear of, you know, anything to do with this baby daddy. So, she had posted a picture on her Instagram, and in the corner of the Instagram there was a baby. I put that short on my page if you guys want to go look at that. And the baby was in the corner of the picture. I don't know if she forgot to block it out or she wanted people to see it, but the baby looked just like Zolo. So, everything, the timeline, when she was what man she was with, around the time of last year when she got pregnant. She was with Zolo. So it's just there's no other way but to chalk it up to say that, sis, this Zolo's baby. Give it up. Stop trying to hide this baby. Stop being ashamed of this baby because you decided to carry out a pregnancy with, continue to carry out a pregnancy by a pedophile, and that's not that baby's fault that you made that decision. So, therefore, you should not be hiding, a baby that had no control over whether he was going to be entered in this world or not. I just feel like if you are that ashamed, if you know that you do social media, you have a channel, if you are that ashamed of, a baby, having a baby by a pedophile, then maybe that just, maybe, you should have got rid of the baby. Now, I don't want to seem so heartless and say it like that, but but the way this girl has acted, the way she trolled for the whole 9 months of this pregnancy, y'all know that reactors were back and forth, but for the most part, reactors had chalked it up to she did not have a baby because she trolled, and all the signs were pointing to she wasn't pregnant. She just didn't give pregnant vibes. She didn't show her stomach. She didn't show ultrasounds. In fact, people had suspected that she was drinking alcohol while she was pregnant. Y'all remember when we found the screenshot, or she had it in one of her vlogs, that she had a baggie hanging out of her bra that looked like it was some drug, some substance. It didn't give pregnant, vibes. She got a face tattoo while she had so-called claimed that she was pregnant. So, it all just goes hand in hand. The reactors and everybody had no choice except for her loyalty gang. We all know that they fall for any and everything over there. So, a lot of people just had no choice but to think she either wasn't pregnant or this baby was by Zolo. And, she just didn't want to share any of it because she didn't want Zolo to see it. Because we know that, to this day, Zolo still comes on here and goes live. I'm not a subscriber of him, so I don't even know. I haven't, had no idea of what's been going on with him, but I have heard that he still does his gaming lives, and so, that's something that he's still doing. So, all in all, I will say that, hey T Lovin, hey love, babies are blessing no matter who the daddy is. Exactly, especially when you choose to have that baby. Like, sis, at that point, you know, why are you just, you hid the baby for you hid your pregnancy for 9 months, and then the baby comes here and you're so-called claiming that it's your cousin's baby, or it's your sister's baby. Now it's her sister's baby, it's her cousin's baby. It's just like, are you kidding me? Like, that is your baby and you're just acting and blowing it off as like, oh no, that's not my baby. Like, are you ashamed? You better hope that that child doesn't grow up one day and see these videos and see how you just, blatantly just passed him off like he was somebody else's, and you didn't even want to be, had any tie. You didn't want any ties to this baby. Hey CB, hey love. So I will say that all in all, it's just so draining anymore. I think a lot of people, reactors, are just over this whole, baby daddy thing. Is it Zolo's baby? Is it not Zolo's baby? Of course, we know that it is Zolo's baby, but that's on her. That's her life. That's how she chooses to live it. If she wants to, not show this baby, or she wants to play in people's faces, like, she doesn't want to say it's her baby. She doesn't want, if that's what she wants to do, then at this point, sis, you're a grown adult. You make the decisions for your life. That's on you. um as far as getting her 3 kids back, I know that she is due in court in November, I heard, for a custody hearing. I don't know if, a lot of people are saying she isn't getting those kids back. So and I honestly thought that the kids, well, is it? No, I think school gets out June. So I don't know if she was due to have the kids this summer to keep them for the summer. So I don't know if after she, keeps them for the summer, um, if, it'll just be a thing where she just keeps them for summers, and then, they switch off every other holidays, or, and Gerard gets the primary custody. I don't know what will happen, but it just doesn't seem like, she's too concerned. I mean, she plays like she's concerned about getting these babies back, but as a mother, I just don't understand how she goes on to a day-to-day basis knowing that you have, three kids out in this world that you just, you court order can't even be around unless, the father is giving them to you. I just don't know how she does that. And, she doesn't really seem too concerned about the three kids being gone, her actions, her behavior. Nothing has changed with this girl. So I'm just going to chalk it up to, more than likely she gets some 6 weeks in the summer and then they return to Texas for school. They have court November. Yeah, that's what I heard, Nicole. So, whatever happens, that's her kids, that's her life. Um, that's on her. So, I think it is in the best interest that they do stay with Gerard. They're in sports, they're doing good in school, they have perfect attendance. I just feel like that is the best situation for those kids as of right now. And just for the long run, I mean, we all know that, with Liv now having a fourth baby, I just don't think, she's able to handle all four of her kids when she wasn't even able to handle three by herself. We all know that, Stella was always there by her side helping her raise those kids. When she didn't have Gerard, Stella came right in and he picked up where Gerard left off for those kids. It's not like she was ever a truly single mother to where she had to go out and provide on her own and she didn't have nobody, she didn't have a mother, um, or she didn't have a father there. So hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get a sip of a drink real quick. I wonder what school she went to. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't do the backstories on these people. I don't look up. I don't go on public records. I don't do any of that because I just don't even have the energy. But nor do I really care enough to, go that far into people's lives. But that's that on Live. Like I said, it's just nothing more to really say on that. So to go into Jazzy, we all know that I posted a few videos or a video on Legend getting his helmet, or he was supposed to be getting his helmet. Um, and yes, I live in California, 10 minutes from Riverside. Is that where she's at? She's such a big liar. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we all know. So Legend was due to be getting this helmet. As you guys saw the vlog where she took him to the doctors, and the doctors had said that not only did he need two helmets, but he also needed physical therapy for the condition that he's in right now. And, we all know that Jazzy has a history of, neglectful ways with her kids. Almost all her kids have needed therapy in some type, or, some type of help with something, because we all know that Jazzy just doesn't want to be bothered with raising kids the proper way, and doing things the right way, so that these kids don't need all this physical therapy and, helmets and whatever. I mean, people even said that back then that, the twins probably needed a helmet too, but because she didn't really, care as much like she kind of does for Legend. And I will say that, people say that, oh, she cares more about, Stink a Bug than she does the other kids, because she's getting him the actual help that he needs. She couldn't have cared too much about this baby if, the fact that the child needs two helmets and physical therapy. I don't know what she's over there doing with that baby to where, that baby got into that condition in 6 months. He's not able to hold up his head. He cannot sit up yet. He's not able to hold his bottle. And I will say that, babies move at their own rate. Some kids are slower than others with things. Sometimes it just takes them a little bit longer to get things. But I will say that in this case, all the kids seem to have some type of delay, some type of something wrong. So I will say at this point that it's really not even so much these kids that are, oh, just one happened to be a little bit, taking longer for something than the other. It's just flat out neglect at this point now, and that's why these kids keep turning out the way that they do. So, she posted this video where she went to this appointment on May 5th, and it is now what? We're just going to say it's the end of the month now. And she did say that it was 3 weeks till he got his helmet on. Now, I seen somewhere that she had made a short basically saying that she's going to be putting out a vlog soon of Stinkabug getting measured for his helmet, because people were starting to suspect, like, okay, sis, it's coming up on, almost a month now. And from what we have seen from her recent shorts, we have not seen no helmet on this baby. So, you know, I'm not gonna sit here because I know the title does say that there was no helmet. There was a few people that said, that Medicaid is not, because you guys know that she does have Medicaid for insurance. A lot of people had said that Medicaid wasn't going to cover for this helmet, and then some people said that they are going to cover for this helmet, and for two helmets that he does need plus physical therapy, I would say um that if she did need to pay fully for two helmets and physical therapy, she would surely be having to come out of pocket a good amount of money for his two helmets. Just one helmet alone, from what I've seen, it's guaranteed over $1,000. And y'all know that she bought this bum a car in the beginning of tax season. She took him on all these food outings, buying him shrimp and steak everywhere, all around Texas, buying him a car, buying him clothes, making sure he has his little shape up and all that. So y'all notice she spent a pretty penny on his bum, but didn't put up no money to make sure that God forbid something happened to one of her five kids. She had a couple $100 to, do whatever it was that these kids needed. When you have kids, he is struggling with slow motor skills development. Yeah, I don't know so much on that. I will say that, both of my kids were always on track with milestones. Um, I mean, my kids walked at 13 months. I compared to what I've seen, it is a little bit later than from what I've seen. Some of these people on here say their babies start walking at 7 months, 10 months. Both of my babies started walking at 13 months. And so far, they've kind of, not kind of, but basically hit every milestone that, a child needs to hit. And as a parent, I was always one of those moms where every month that they turned, I was always looking up on, Google, or asking my doctor, their doctor, are they supposed to be doing this? Is this needed? What milestones are they supposed to be hitting? Because as a new parent, you don't always know, like what milestones a baby's supposed to be hitting. So I always made sure that, if my baby seemed to not be doing something, that I always, wrote it down on a note, came into the pediatrician office when they had their monthly appointments, and asked, is this normal? Is this supposed to be going on? Is this, and I have a great pediatrician. In fact, my kid's pediatrician is my pediatrician that I had when I was the baby. So I've known him for a very long time, and he's been doing it for a while. So, you always too have to have, like, a pediatrician that you trust and that, hears out what you're saying, so that, you feel comfortable leaving, like, okay, well, I asked these questions and they were answered. And, that's what's supposed to be. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, I made sure that my babies had a pediatrician that I can trust. Like I said, he was my pediatrician when I was little, and my mom never had no issues with him. So, as a parent, you want to always, yeah, and ask questions. Yeah, you want to always make sure that throughout the month or whenever that your child is, supposed to be hitting these milestones, that you're writing notes down, you're taking, these notes in, asking the doctors, just doing everything you can that, to make sure that, your child is doing what it's supposed to be doing. And from what I've seen, Jazzy just strikes me as the type mother to where she's just literally just, and I don't even know if he's even going to regular doctor's appointments. From what I've heard from people, the last time that we've seen Stinkabug go to a pediatrician appointment, he was what, just born. I think he was like 2 or 3 months. Um and Chris had took him in. Jazzy did not take him into this appointment. So it's just like, sis, I never hear her speak on any, pediatric appointments that she's taking him to. Sis is over here worried about taking him to a freaking dentist at 6 months old. Sis, I've never heard of a parent taking their 6 month old into no dentist appointment. Babies do not even have teeth at that point. I mean, they might, I know maybe they may have one or two at that point, but to where they need to be taken to, hold on, you guys. My bad, y'all. So it's just like, sis, why are you more concerned about the freaking dentist appointment than you are about the pediatric appointments? You guys know the first year of a child's life. Hey, Erica. Hey, sis. It's normal here in Texas. What's normal? He went for his 4 month checkup. Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't know if she either spoke on it or I don't know. Pine showed a video. She went today. Oh yeah, she did go. She did. That's where I seen that she said that she's gonna post a vlog about him getting his helmet or him getting his helmet fitted. He went to his 2, 4, and 6 month checkup. Okay, well I didn't see it, but I'm just all in all, like, what parent takes their 6 month old child to a dentist appointment? Like, I just, both of my kids went when they were one or a little past one. I never remember having that concern at 6 months old to take them to a dentist. Um, and I really wonder, like, how, yeah, worried about gums but not his head. Mo, eh, girl, okay, like, you're worried about his gums but you're not worried about his head. Um, dentistry include babies. They can tell. I mean, yeah, I understand that, but from what my pediatrician always said, and from the dentist, um, the my kids' dentist, they always said, one, it was recommended, not 6 months old. Um, I think you would know if, like, us as moms, like, a doctor shouldn't always have to tell you, like, physically what is wrong with your child. Us as mothers, you guys know. Yeah, I know it may be normal. It may be normal. I'm gonna say this. Let's just say it. Okay, it is normal. I know that some people, do have to take their kids at 6 months old to dentist appointments. I'm not saying that it's not normal. I'm just saying, if your child has all these things wrong with his head and he can't sit up and he can't do this and that, why are you more concerned with a dentist appointment? We've heard her bring up multiple times about this dentist appointment. Hey, Southside Black Butterfly. Hey, love. Um, all I'm saying is, why aren't you more concerned about the doctor's appointment for your child's head? I will say that as mothers, most of the times we know when something is up with our child. Like I said, I'm one of those moms that, when I see something wrong with my child, I'm calling the pediatric office. I don't care if it's on a weekend. I call the hotline to where they get back to you, whether it's a weekend or not. And I want to figure out what's going on with my child. I will call and have my kids into the doctor's office at a snap of a finger if I suspected there's something wrong. And it's just like, she didn't really mention much about, what the doctor had said, prior to prior to her taking him to this place where they had, fitted him for his helmet and they did his whole helmet thing. um I would think that a doctor would catch that around like 4 or 5 months. Because his head's been flat for a while. It's not like it just formed overnight and, he just magically got this flat head. It's been like that for a good while now. So I'm just gonna, say, why didn't the pediatrician, recommend her to do this any sooner? I don't know if he did or if he didn't. She did say that it took a month to get him into this doctor's office, so I don't know, and I'm not going to claim to know that I know everything, but um that's what I read and that's what I was told by my local Medicaid office. So what do they tell you to do if you're that young? Like, I feel like you would be told just to wait it out and see after the appointment. I don't Mel, are you talking about the doctor's appointment? The dentist appointment. I don't know. Like I said, I was never recommended to take my kids to dentist's office at 6 months old. I know that the pediatric office, like the pediatrician checks in their mouth to make sure everything's okay. But my doctor always said 1 years old to make sure you have them in there. That's what I always did. I never thought that I didn't even know that that was a thing. Like I said, because I was never recommended. But everybody's doctors, pediatricians are different. Everybody, so um yeah, before every doctor's appointment, if I see something wrong with my kids, I will write it down and bring it to my doctor's attention. Exactly. You as a mother, us as mothers, that's what we do. If, we're mothers, we know our children best. So if we see something wrong, um, we're either calling up, or if it's too long to wait till you have your next appointment, you're calling up the doctor and bringing your child in, to make sure that everything is okay. Like I said, I know that that's just me. I just feel like, me as a parent, I can't have that on my conscience, like, I just can't have that, like, because I'll be the type to where I think about it all day and I'm like, I need to call this doctor, I need to get this done, and I bring my baby right in. My kids aren't sickly kids. They never, um they may have caught like a few runny noses um throughout like the winter time, if they were outside like a little bit longer than they should have, like bringing them, like taking them from store to in the car, or from house to in the car. I just don't really have sickly kids, but I do know that, like I said, Medicaid is worthless. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. So um I will say that I guess, from what I've seen, as of today, she did take Stinkabug to the doctor's office to get his helmet fitted. So I guess, he will be having his helmet put on pretty soon. I'm assuming that Medicaid will pay for that. So, I don't know. I don't know. I will say that, that is something that could have easily been, um regardless if Medicaid covers it or not. She brags she can make more than a 9 to 5. Either way, she can afford it. Oh yeah, girl, and that's what I'm saying. Like, she can only afford things when it comes to a bum. She can only afford steak and shrimp dinner. She can only afford cars. She can only afford, money to give to the bum to ride around and do whatever the hell he's doing. She can never afford to do anything for those kids. It's always, oh, I don't got it this month. Oh, I gotta wait till the 21st to get paid. Sis never, has it for her kids, but she always has it when Chris needs it. Always. If God forbid, if Medicaid didn't pay for this, I don't even think the boy would get a helmet. I think that she would say, well, it is what it is. It's what has to be done. I can't afford it. We're just going to have to figure something else out. Sis is not the type to make a way for her kids, or, that it's not in her. She's not built like that. Um, and she just basically blew all her tax money on this bum, getting him this car. I don't know if people seen the truck, but it's a nice truck. That is a nice truck. It's better than what she's driving around. Like, sis, how are you gonna sit here and be driving around a old raggedy old minivan, but you got this dude who doesn't even want to, you know f you at night, doesn't want to kiss you, don't want to bring you in public, don't want to do nothing with you. You're quick to buy him some extravagant truck, but you're driving around an old ass minivan. Like, what? Like, the dumbness that this woman has, The delusion, the desperation that she has for a man is just so sickening. Like, I could just imagine having a bum drive around looking better than I am, and he's treat me like he don't even want to bring me in public or be seen with me. Like, sis, has he taken you to a mall? Has he taken you to a grocery store? Have you ever seen her and him go to a grocery store? Hey, Queen Mika. Hey, love. Have you ever seen him take her to a grocery store? Like, shit, even a Walgreens. Like, sis, anything. Has he taken you anywhere in public that he could potentially see a homie, a friend, a family member, anything besides a dim, dark restaurant where you can't even be seen at? You sit all the way in the back. You want to sit all the way in the back so nobody even sees you. Or he takes you what 20 miles away from in town, so ain't nobody. So he, even if a family member or a friend were to walk in, they ain't seeing y'all because y'all ain't nowhere near. You're 20 miles out from where y'all even live. Hey, Tamara. Hey, love. I'm just like, I could never. And now that he's got this car, homie doesn't even drive with her. Y'all seen on Mother's Day, which everybody thought since she bought him this truck, and she's been taking him to these shrimp and steak dinners. My bad, y'all. Everybody thought, oh, he's gonna have, he let's see what he does for her on Mother's Day. The bum ain't did not. I mean, he from what we've seen, he got her a snow cone and didn't even have the nerve to drive her to get the damn snow cone. They met in two different cars, and then he told her that he had to leave to go to work. Hey, King Mike Productions. I think she's embarrassed that he has to have a helmet. I could believe that. I really could believe that. She's that type mother. That's how she is. I could very much believe that she would be embarrassed. Girl, no self worth, no nothing, no nothing. So people thought, okay, well, he's gonna do something for her for Mother's Day. The mother effer got her a damn snow cone, ice water snow cone for Mother's Day, and basically told her, all right, I gotta go to work. Y'all go ahead. And left. And his butt didn't come back home till the kids were asleep. She was asleep, if he even did come home. So a lot of people have not seen um a lot of people have not seen him in no vlogs. In fact, we haven't really seen him. The last time we seen him was Mother's Day. And it was in that quick clip of her acting like they went to some damn Six Flags or Disneyland. Come to find out, he took them to some. I don't even know if the place was an actual place. I think it was like a food truck, like a to some damn extravagant amusement park and all that. Click on a video and it's a damn snow cone truck and it looks like it was in the ghetto. Now, whether it was in the ghetto or not, that doesn't really matter. But it's just like, sis, are you that pumped and hyped? Does this man just not do that much for you that he takes you to get a snow cone and it's like he took you to Disney World to get a damn snow cone? Like, are you okay? Like, sometimes I really wonder, like, is she okay? Like, is there something up in, like, I think there's a few, something ain't she ain't, let's just say she ain't playing with a full deck of cards up in that head. I know she's not she's not handling a full deck of cards. She's not, the elevator don't go all the way up. Like, it just, something ain't, something, couple brain cells ain't clicking right. Something's just not something's like, no, I'm not being funny, y'all. I'm being dead serious. Like, something is truly up that, like, I'm super concerned about. And you have 5 kids, sis. 5 kids. Hey, Miss KP, 5 kids that you are responsible for, that you could basically just consider you're a single mother. Okay? Let's just say that you're a single mother because you don't get no help from that bum for those kids. Like you don't get no help. You're on here crying every day, talking about you're tired. You don't want to do this. You don't want to get out of bed. You need you some me time. Sis, what is me time with 5 kids? When you decided to lay down and open up them crusty, musty, dusty, funky, ugly, dirty, pimply, black, and I'm not saying black isn't skin color because they know I'm black. I'm half black myself. Okay. So I'm gonna say black is in like dirt, like that stuff that she has on the side of her face and on her back. I'm like, come on, sis. You decided to open up them legs continuously to these bums that you knew didn't even want you. Sis, if he can't take you out, okay? Now what makes you really think me time should be okay? Me time is during nap time if all the kids are sleeping, or it's when they go to bed. And sis is rushing them to bed, talking about she's changing the bedtime now because she needs more me time. Talking about they're going to bed now. They're going to bed earlier now because she need, like, sis, you need more me time. You need more me time. How much me time do you want? You have 5 kids and now you're talking about you want a sixth child. The more kids you have, the less me time you have. There, what, like, do first of all, 2 of her older girls go to school every day, all week. She claims that the twins are about to be and she don't want them kids. Girl, she does nothing to be tired, honestly. Social media is the only thing draining her. Now, I came up with a theory. I came up with a theory that, a lot she it cuz it's just weird how all of a sudden when she came out of the woodworks with all this postpartum depression and she's got depression and all this. I really was thinking, like, is this all like a thing to say because Chris is really left, like he's not there? Like I'm talking about like going like he's not there anymore, like they're not together anymore. Is this depression thing a way to cover up that he's not there anymore? Because, you know, it seems like she's using the excuse that she's not vlogging anymore or hasn't been vlogging that much because she's depressed. And I mean, because I don't think, and as much as she's done YouTube with Chris, I don't think she's ever went almost a month without showing Chris there. And it just seems like they sat on that curb and played with bubbles. But didn't take a bath before getting in bed. That's why hips of her don't sleep with her now. Well, sis, I will look. I'm gonna just say this: if as a mother, if you have bad hygiene, your kids are gonna have bad hygiene. That's all I'm gonna say. If you don't even care about washing your butt, I know you don't care about washing your kids' butt. Like, so, the kids not have the kids' hygiene not being up to par, the kids not getting baths every day, lotion down, hair done, um, ears, nails clipped, ears clean, because it's not just about, oh, you get your kids in the bath, that's their hygiene, that's okay, well, they got good hygiene. No, you have to get your kids in the bath, lotion them down, put q-tips in them ears to clean out them ears, clip their toenails, keep their hair done, keep their hair brushed. It's not just about, oh, get your kids in the damn bath. That's not all you do. That's not all what hygiene is. Like, sis, as you as a woman, is the only thing the only thing that requires you to have good hygiene is just getting in the bath and washing your butt. As a woman, you have to do more than just wash your butt. That's not all what you do. Okay. Like, when is the last time she took a Q-tip to any of them kids' ears? Did she clip their nails? Like, do they act like she's telling Kaylin in her recent vlog that Kaylin had to put some perfume on before she left to school? Like, sis, why is she 9 years old already having to put perfume on before she goes to school to smell good? Like, at 9 years old, shouldn't a bath and deodorant be doing it? Like, shouldn't that be all that's required for a 9-year-old? I know it's nice to put some perfume on, but I just think at 9 years old, I don't really think I don't think that should be something that's needed to go to school in order for your child to smell good. Like, I know at 9 years old, I wasn't needing perfume to go to school to smell good. It was deodorant. If I don't recall when I started wearing deodorant. When I know whenever my pits started smelling, I know my mom said, "Get here, here's some deodorant. Now it's time to start wearing that." Cuz I noticed Kaylin needs a training bra too now. And she's I haven't seen, and not to say that I'm like, but I have been able to tell in the recent vlogs that Caitlyn does need a training bra. And you as a mother, if you're not even like making sure that your child has a training bra, if her underpits are starting to smell, get her some deodorant, tell her to brush her teeth, um, get in regular baths. As little girls get older and they start, getting their periods, and they start, just their body starts changing and getting into Kaylin is musty. Instead of deodorant, she got her cheap musty body spray. Girl, okay, and then gets her this Walmart perfume to be going to school, smelling like a cheap hooker. Like, come on, sis, come on. Like, if you are requiring your child to need perfume to go to school to smell okay, like, can we get her at least some Victoria's Secret, or at least, like, I know a child's not gonna go into school wearing Chanel perfume or something like that, but god darn, like, can we at least, like, or can you at least not have your child coming into school with a load of Walmart perfume on, and then you wonder why, the kids are probably talking about she smells musty or something. Like, are you like, come on, come on, come on. And all I'm gonna say is, like I said, if your child is 9 years old and already needing perfume to go to school to smell good, then that means you're not doing your job as you should to make sure that she's not smelling. At this point, the little girl needs you. And I'm not talking about the kids. I'm not talking about them in that way. Like, and what I'm saying this for her because it's not Kaylin's fault. It's Jazzy's fault. Kids don't know any better, especially 9 years old. Kaylin is learning how to grow into a preteen, get to that age where she needs training bras, she needs deodorant, she needs her teeth brushed, her hair brushed, um, her face washed. It's not her fault. Kaylin is the sweetest little girl. And I would hate for her to be going to school getting made fun of because she has an irresponsible, lazy, neglectful mother that will rather sit on her butt all day and worry about a man and where he's at and what he's doing, instead of worrying about her child going to school with a proper training bra, a proper, deodorant, proper teeth brush, proper butt wash. Like, come on. This is not, you have three girls and you're talking about you want another girl by Chris. Okay? You want all these girls, but you don't have hygiene yourself. Good hygiene yourself to even be teaching these girls to go to school with proper hygiene. As a woman and having daughters, that's a very huge thing. Like, teaching your daughters that you need to have good hygiene. Like, it's a big thing. And like I said, sis has up in that shower caddy is some damn summer's eve. Sis don't have no Dove wash. She don't have whatever body wash that anybody. She don't All she's got up in that shower caddy is some damn summer's eve, because she's musty and dusty. And I'm gonna say this, sis, if you've been needing the summer's eve that long on that funky, musty, dusty coochie, just give it the hell up. And just then you wonder why you got to be using, as we all call it, purple rain every night now. Then you wonder why nobody wants to touch you now. Like, Summer's Eve should be a quick fix, like a week thing, because something's up. Something, the levels aren't all, up to par. The levels aren't, they're not all lined up. They're all like, one's up, one's down, one's up, one's down. Like, sis, that should be a week fix. That shouldn't be months and months and months. You gotta just, wash the coochie with Summer's Eve every day, like it's like a ritual, like, because it won't stop just going out of whack. Like, sis. So you're y'all. I just And see, this is why I don't go live every day. This is why I go, girl. Summer's Eve is not body wash. It's only for the part of your body. But I guess, girl, well, that's what I'm talking about. She only has coochie wash up in there because that's all she cares about is getting some D. That's all she cares about. As long as the coochie's washed, she don't care that she's got crusty, musty, dirty feet. That face is looking dirty as you know what. Armpits smell like Subway. Like she don't care about nothing else. All she cares about is making sure that coochie's washed so she could, cause she knows she's fiending for some D to get pregnant all the time. She don't care about she don't care about, she don't care about all the other body parts to make sure that breast smelling good, that butt's washed, or them armpits, or them armpits are washed, or that neck is washed. She just only cares about getting that funky coochie, like all smelling good so she could get some D to get pregnant again and again and again. So, like I said, sis, since you are one today, y'all, because it's just like, how do you have one? You have three daughters, about to be one to have four, and you don't even have regular body wash in your shower caddy. All you got is some summer's eve wash, and you still can't get no D. Sis, how do you use the summer's eve like a regular body wash every day, and you still can't get no D? Like, that's just embarrassing as hell. Like, you just, like, how do you use summer's eve every day, and you still got to use purple rain? Like it's just like that's some real D or something. Like, and that's just how you know. Like, sis, you're messing your pH balance up probably even worse using this shit every day. Like, it's just, at this point, if you gave it a week and you ain't getting no D, you give it 2 weeks, you ain't getting no D, sis, just give it up. Just give it up. Worry about those other parts, like, making sure you can lift your feet up on the couch and you got some clean feet, or talk to somebody in their face, you got some fresh breath. You can lift your arms up. You got some nice smelling armpits. Like, the coochie's done. Like, it's a done deal. You ain't like, so now that that's all cleared up, worry about your daughters. You got a 9-year-old daughter that you're sending to school, talking about she needs perfume to go to school. Like, sis, why don't you put on some perfume? Like, why are you clean? Like, teach your daughter. It's just like it just kills me. I feel I feel sorry that the doctor. I feel sorry for the doctor that ever has to do a pap, girl. Oh my god, cause too. I know the OBGYN I go to. They be having two nurses come in, cause I guess it's like a thing now to where, like, they don't want no funny stuff going on, so they always have to have like an assistant watch over them when they do the pap smears. I know the whole room be coming out there talking about, that's probably one of the most funkiest things they ever had to smell that ever came in that office. I know that whole office be having a field day with that funky coochie. I know they be having a field day talking about that. I wouldn't even want to come in to do the damn um pap smear, knowing I got to use summer's eve month after month after month. Like, sis, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Y'all make me choke on my lemonade. I just don't get it. So, I came up to the theory that, she's just, to get off that topic, because I just look, check the schedule every day. The day she come in, I'm like, you're calling off, girl. I'd be like, look, if that's, is that Dukes? If it says Dukes, look, tell him my mom's in the hospital. Tell him I got some breathing problems. I can't come in. If it's ever a Dukes on the schedule, count me out. Look, I got some family stuff going on. I can't come in. Cause look, mm-mm. I know them doctors being there like, I don't want no dukes up in here. I don't care if it's look, I don't care what dukes. If it's a dukes, I don't even look. Clear the schedule, cancel my day. I ain't even coming in. Mm. When I got my polyps removed, they gave everybody a hygiene kit. They needed that. The gynecologist girl, she needs a couple. She needs a couple of them hygiene kits. Cause look, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I could not do it. So, I came to the conclusion that, I don't think he is there. I mean, I've never seen where you have a man living in the home and you don't see not one thing to do with the man laying around. Like, you don't see some pants laying around. You don't see no shoes of his laying around. You don't see a hat, a game system. Like, even people say, like, what happened to his game system? Like, you never see, I don't know what game system he had, but people said they haven't seen his game system. Like, how do you have a whole man there and you don't got not one thing of that man laying around? Like, house looks like it's house don't even look like kids live there. Like, where the hell is Chris's, like, where, like, does he, like, I don't know. I don't know if, yeah, none of his dirty socks sticking out somewhere. Like, yeah, like, girl, where it, like, it's just like, and she's not wearing a ring anymore. I noticed people, those kids seem happier since he's gone. Yeah, what happened to all his hats? He had more than hats. He had more hats than clothes. Well, I know that, he has like a little tiny section in the closet where he puts like all his hats and his clothes. Um I don't know. I know, none of his stuff really is ever laid around the house, but like, damn, he hasn't slipped up once and like left a hat on the table or left like, left like nothing, like a shoe somewhere or some boxers or something. Like, the kids are out of their rooms whenever he's going. Love to see it. Yeah. Yeah, I know them kids are like, oh my God, like, yeah, please get this loony, miserable, like, broke bum at this house. Like, yeah, he needs to go. Um, yeah, the kids are progressing again since he's gone. Yeah, yeah, it's like I truly don't think he's there. She hasn't mentioned anything about it, and I know that she's seen the reactor speaking on him not being there. I know she's seen the comments, like, you know, I know she's seen the comments. Like, she's not made any effort to put him on camera like he is there. Like, it's always, oh, he's sleep or he's working. Like, I've just, we know Jazzy, like, she always wants to prove a point that she's got a man there, and she loves coming on here trying to prove people wrong. Like, so I'm just surprised that in the whole month, because it's coming up on almost a month now that we've seen him, that she has not yet, made it a point to come on here and show this man there. It's always, oh, he's going, or, it, like I said, he's at work, he's going, he's sleeping. Um, so I'm just, look, until she shows him there, I'm gonna say he's going. Her whole vibe has changed. I feel like, she's not like that giddy or happy. Like, it just seems like something, like she's depressed about something. Like, she's not wearing the ring. And like I said, like, I know that they love to see us reactors, like, make all these theories and then come out and prove us wrong. Like, they love doing that. Her and Liv and all them, like, they love proving reactors wrong. So, sis, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong and tell me that bum ain't there. Then pop out and let him embarrass your butt again like he always does. But just, because even if you do pop out and show him there, I'ma still think, he just came up to pick up some money from you because he don't got none, so he could go trick some more. Because I swear the man's out there tricking too. Like, a man who once, starts doing that stuff, like tricking and all that, I don't think a man ever stops. Like, I don't. I know there's not a lot of men in here, but I know King Mike is in here, but I don't know if he's involved in all that stuff. But you can't tell me that it just, a man just stops tricking. Like, you, especially the way he acts like he don't ever want none from her. Like, okay, well, if you ain't getting none from her, then where are you getting your where are you getting your sexual needs from? Like, come on. You can't just tell me that a man just he's just cool with not getting none, and he's not pressed over it. Like, if like look, if you were tricking once, if you're paying, you're paying, you're if you're doing all that to get some, then look, you're clearly worried about it, and I'm gonna just say that he's still tricking. And the desperate, not the, well, yeah, I'm gonna say desperate. The desperate, delusional woman that she is goes and buys him a truck so he can go trick some more, because y'all know when he had the near, he couldn't just come and he came and went as he pleased. But he always had to eventually come home because she needed that car. That was the only car they had. She had to take the kids to school. She had to do some things with the near. It wasn't like, she could just have the car all day and not come home, like he had his own car. So I believe that with the near, he was doing his little stuff, but he couldn't do it as much as he wanted to because he knew that he had to eventually come home. But now that he has his own car, that man could be out for days on end tricking, at his other girl's house, doing whatever for days on end, and he don't have to come home. Like, he don't have to come home if he don't want to. So you just gave that man more of an opportunity to go out and leave and trick and do whatever he's doing. Yeah, allegedly. He is like Phil. They both had the same jobs allegedly. Yeah, girl, I wouldn't put it past that he's pimping, or he's pimping or tricking or doing something. Okay, we all know the man don't like to work. He always likes to write. She has never made him a lunch. Girl, never made him a lunch. Nothing. Like, yeah, King Mike, you do have a point there. I've never heard her say, I'm gonna make him a lunch for work. Like, I don't make my man a lunch every day for work because um he likes to, he likes to go and stop, because he has for a while he was doing like outside work. And when you do outside work, you can stop at a Wawa, you can stop at, a fast food place and get you something to eat. um so most of the time he just, instead of having me wake up all early, which I would like to make him lunch the night before, but look, I don't believe in making sandwiches the night before, because them things be soggy, like wet the next day before he can even get to lunch. I mean, get to work to get to lunch and do all that. And my husband's the type to where, like, he'll be like, babe, it's all right, I'll just buy something. Like, he's not like, oh, make me a damn lunch, or I ain't, like, don't speak, or he's just not that type dude. So I will make him lunch here and there, but it's like, where I've never ever heard. Yeah, sometimes y'all be reaching. Yeah, Brooke. I mean, like I just said, I don't be making my man lunch every day or even every month. I'll make it when he just happens to say, here, like, babe, can you make me a lunch? Like, I just did today. I just don't feel like I don't feel like spending money on food, which is most of the time he does just spend money on food. But I will say though, in all the time that, that he has been working and doing all this and that, I've never heard her say though, like, oh, I'm gonna make him a lunch, or, oh. And I will say too that first people suspect that he was a security guard because um I always made lunch, or he making himself. Yeah, girl, I try to make my man's lunch and he tells me he can grab something, just focus on the kids. Yeah, that's exactly how my husband is. That's exactly how my husband is. That's what I was basically trying to say. I would love for my wife to cook and make me lunch. That saves me money. I do have a question. I'm just getting here. Did she refuse the Hummer for the baby? Well, as of today, she just posted that she just posted a short at the doctor's office saying that he's getting fitted for his helmet, so that I guess it should be here, within the next week or two. So I don't know. Before today, I was thinking, like, why hasn't this baby had his helmet yet? But I guess as of today, she said she was at the doctor's office getting him fitted for the helmet, so he should have it soon. Um, yeah, but I will say what I was just saying. First, people suspected that he was a security guard because If y'all remember last year on Halloween, he had on this like security guard outfit, and people were saying like was it just his costume, or was he really working a secure, like was he really, I don't know if it was on Halloween or it was like a day before Halloween, but um yeah, I thought they fitted his head at the appointment. That's exactly what I said, Erica. That's exactly what I said. I thought he had already got fitted. Like, why would she have to bring him separately a second time to get fitted when I thought she said that they had already did that at the appointment? Like, why would they make her come back twice just to fit his head for it? I don't understand. And that's exactly what I was just thinking, that he had already had that done when he went there the first time. Why would he be coming back again just to get his head fitted for the helmet? Um yeah, does that Jazz is embarrassed, that's why. Yeah, Miss KP, now she would have to wait another 4 weeks. Exactly, Erica. That does make sense. Does anybody, cuz I'm not going back to the video. I should go back to the video just to see if she did say that, but we're already an hour and 12 minutes in. I could have sworn she had said at that appointment that they were in the middle of sizing his head. Yeah, because if he already waited 3 weeks, that would mean that he had to wait another. But didn't she? Well, no, I can't say that because he had two helmets. Because if he was one size for the one helmet, then that would already be given that he was the same size for the other helmet. So I'm not understanding that. I'm gonna have to watch the video again because I don't feel like skimming through it while we're on the live. But hold on. And it seemed like yeah, they did measure it at the appointment. So then that would mean that she would have to wait another like 3 to 4 weeks for this appointment, for this helmet to come in, right? It's just like, hold on. I'm gonna go back to that video, and I'm gonna just go back to the part where she's in the actual doctor's office. And then, do y'all feel like going through that, back through that video real quick? Or no? Or you just like, here, we're not doing all that. um, hold on. He didn't have the lumps at the doctor's appointment. He has now. They've been calling her and she refused to bring them in till now. Y'all think so? Cause that is just so weird to me that she has to. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to the part where I'm gonna just play the sound off the tablet.
Hey, you look so cute. Big boy. But yeah, I'm trying to log in, y'all, and it keeps their login isn't working, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to shut down. I'll let you guys know the update on second bug here in a bit when they come in. They said it's gonna take a while for the images to come back, so we're waiting, huh? Huh, Daddy? You look so cute. Hey, hey, baby. All right, I'm about to try to log in real quick, so I'm gonna put his shoes on too.
I think I skipped over.
Okay, I'm gonna insert the clips when she's talking so I can get an idea what everything was said. Big boy. But yeah, I'm trying to log in, y'all, and it keeps.
He doesn't look too bad. He's got a decent amount of length. Mm-hmm. He does have some sloping to his head, so you can see how his forehead wants to go up this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this view, you can see just the angle.
Yeah, you can see it. How it is on the back side.
Yeah, and you see how it's a little higher here on this right side?
Because it's flatter.
Mm-hmm. Again, the volume has to go somewhere, so it's going to go up and forward.
Okay.
So here you can see that. Yeah.
And you can tell that doctor too was just like, you neglectful. Like, you could just tell the doctor's whole
right side ear is coming forward a little bit.
And that's what the sticking out part.
It's not so much the sticking out per se, but where it's going forward this way. Okay. And then and there. Okay, so there you can just see one more time, right there, that flat spot.
Yeah.
So I do recommend a helmet for him.
Okay.
What he's showing me, area of his head is going to grow at the same rate as this area. Mm-hmm. So it's going to just continue to grow.
To go lopsided.
Yes.
Sorry, say that.
Sorry.
And that's not freaking funny. Like, you're laughing about your child's head being lopsided. You neglect. Oh, I can't stand her.
So in terms of severity, he's not quite to this severe range. I would put him right here.
In the middle, yeah.
He's a little flatter than this moderate baby, but he's not quite to severe. So right here in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. So here.
What is it called again?
Moderate severe plagiocephaly.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll get to keep this book with you.
So he is going to get a helmet. It's going to take 3 weeks for him to get one. Also, he's going to have to come back every week after he gets his helmet to shave the cushion down as well. She explains everything in the clips that y'all just saw. But she also said, like, you know how a lot of you guys are telling me to shape his head, meaning to mold it? They don't recommend that. So if your kid has what Legendary has, do not do that. She said they do not recommend shaping your child's head. She said that's like the old way to do things, and honestly, it's not recommended to do nowadays. Hey, it's not recommended to do. So she said your best bet is just to get a helmet. He might end up getting 2. Okay, she came in, so yeah, he will be having to get 2 helmets, just to shape it out. Also, he might have to do physical therapy. I have been doing the stretches at the doctor. His doctor recommended, I want to say like a couple of months ago, which is to stretch it. But she said, his neck is still kind of tight. And yeah, so he might just need physical therapy. So I'm gonna sign him up for physical therapy. But I'm trying to get this paperwork done. He comes, like I said, come back in 3 weeks to get his helmet shaped. So, and then he's gonna have to come every week, y'all. Every week after that, which is crazy. But we're about to get ready to go. I was filling up the paperwork and it's just so much, y'all. Let me get the baby in this car seat and I'll be back with y'all. So I also forgot to mention that they're gonna reach out to me and let me know the cost of everything and if our insurance covers anything. But yeah, we're about to leave. So they will call me and schedule the next appointment after the insurance goes through. They said it takes a couple of days. So he did so good. We are about to hit home now.
So I didn't hear her mention that they were gonna size him for the helmet. I didn't hear her mention that in there, but I would think for a severe case like that they would size him right there. And then she claimed that he was going to be getting the helmet in 3 weeks, that all she had to do was wait for the insurance to go through and and by that next appointment he would be getting the helmet put on. Oh, she said it at the beginning. What? Y'all, where does she say it at? Because I'm going to start from when she first walks in there.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast
Did she
cancer
say it
means
like when she was in the
more
car,
time.
or the beginning of the doctor's appointment, like when she first went in? Oh yeah, Chris don't care. The vlog probably won't come out until June. Before they left the house, I'm trying to.
I'm now 18 minutes away, so I'm just gonna drive.
Go past this.
All right, you guys, so we made it, and it is 9 o'clock, so I got 30 minutes to spare, but I want to go in there early just in case I have to fill out paperwork. I'm gonna say this. I know a lot of people were saying like, oh my god, she won't go get her baby, she's a horrible mom. Y'all, honestly, it just, the appointment was scheduled, it was been scheduled, and I wish I knew more.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, I might want to go through back all that. I don't think that he might have not got measured that day. But either way, I don't understand how, if it's a severe case like that the doctor would basically have him come in and then wait another. It was already a month out that it was already a month out that the appointment was scheduled. Yeah, I would think that they would need the measurements before Medicaid can approve, that they would need the measurements to further help get it approved. Exactly. So I don't understand why they will wait almost a month out to where he couldn't even get in the appointment. And then he goes to the appointment and then they wait another 3 weeks for him to come back for an appointment to get it measured. And then he's going to wait another 3 to 4 weeks to get the helmet. When they put that helmet on his head, Erica, was it a helmet or was it like a wrap? Because I don't know. It didn't look like it was an actual helmet. It looked like it was like a wrap that he had on his head. Maybe to like protect him from um maybe to protect him from the extra, like, I don't know, because it did, that's why he had that wrap on his to I don't think would the wrap be able to measure his head, or would he need an actual helmet to measure his head? I don't know. See, I'm confused, but even if that is the case, that yeah, that's what yeah, the wrap was to take the x-rays. That's what I thought. It makes sense that it will be a wrap, because I know, like, when you get like MRIs and stuff, um like they give you like a like a apron, like not like an apron, but like a thing to put on, um so like you're not directly just getting the that was to scan his head, not measurements. Yeah, it looked like a swim cap almost. I remember. Yeah, he took his CT scan, but the CT will show the head size and measure. Y'all, I'm confused. I don't know what it was, but I mean, I would think that if, he hasn't even got the helmet yet, I would just chalk it up, and it's been 3 weeks. I would just chalk it up to he didn't get measured that day, and um that oh, the CT would measure on the screen. Okay, well, I don't know then. Are you sure he was measured either way? He might have been, y'all. I don't know, cuz I've never dealt with helmets. Um yeah, but either way, she said that it would take 3 weeks for the insurance to go through, and then yeah, don't matter. He should have been measured. Either way, he should have been measured that day, because like I just said, if it already took a month out to schedule the appointment, and then he had to wait, what was he waiting 3 weeks for then? So all he was doing was waiting 3 weeks for um the insurance to approve him getting the helmet. That's what he waited 3 weeks for. So now he has to wait another 3 to 4 weeks to get the helmet. By then, I don't understand, like, what would be. Yeah, why would they say 3 weeks he gets it and he's not measured? They made a mold of his head. Yeah, I just don't like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know if she'll be posting the vlog today. Yeah, let's just call it what it is, y'all. Jazzy's neglectful. Yeah, but I just, even if, okay, but I'm saying, even if that was the case, that he didn't get measured that day, like, that would be something on the doctors. That would be on the doctors, like, their fault, that they, just prolonged it that long for that boy to get the helmet. Maybe she has to pay for it. That's why he didn't get it yet. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, she's been saying that she was going to do an update on his helmet. We haven't heard anything about his helmet since she put out that video. Um, it doesn't take that. Yeah, I would think it doesn't take 3 weeks for an insurance to process. They can do that in a couple days. So we'll see what she puts out on the vlog of the appointment, what she says. I know that she did say that in a recent vlog, um, in a recent vlog that she did, she basically had said um that there was a lot going on with the helmet situation and she didn't want to talk about it right now, that she wanted to wait to make a vlog and basically say what's going on. So um hey Tiffy, hey love. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that it might be cerebral palsy. So, I don't like to make, allegedly, that's what people were saying, that he does have cerebral palsy. And I know that people who, went through the situation with somebody in their family, like that, I would think that, they would have um, more, they would be able to call it out, if they did see it. So I don't know if he does have cerebral palsy. I know that, the stiffness in his neck and the way that he's not able to hold his head up yet, and the way that, he is all around, it could be cerebral palsy. And, poor thing, poor baby. I feel so sorry for him all around. Um I know that there's a mother in one of my mom groups that she just posted, she just posted her 1 or 2 year old daughter, and she basically was saying that she, might have, um she was thinking that her daughter might have cerebral palsy, and the little girl is 1 or 2. So, she was just saying that her daughter's like very stiff. She showed a video of it. She posted the video along with the post in the mom group, and she said that she doesn't know if her daughter has cerebral palsy yet. She's not walking, and she's like almost 2 years old, or, yeah, she's like almost 2. She's not walking yet. She does like a lot of the same movements, like repetitive things with her legs. So, and that was at almost 2, and she didn't even know if the little girl had cerebral palsy yet. I do know that my grandfather's sister, she has cerebral palsy, and um, it's like one of those extreme case it's like one of those extreme cases to where she can't move, she can't walk, um, she can't, like, it's a very severe case. So I didn't know that cerebral palsy comes in like different cases. I since my grandfather's sister has cerebral palsy, I always thought that, it was like something where you're just completely stiff from neck down, you can't move at all. Um That's basically how my pop-up sister is. But I don't know what I don't know what could be going on with him. I hope that when he does get in this physical therapy, that, um I hope that something, comes about, a diagnosis if there is one, or, he's can finally start lifting his head up and walking. Um, if not walking, then crawling. Um, I don't know. I mean, I can't. I don't want to say that just because he has a stiff neck, that just to say that that he has cerebral palsy. But, God willingly, he doesn't have that. Um, no, I mean, I don't want to say that. I'm saying allegedly that, I've heard from a few people to say that that's what he did have. That it could be potentially, since he's stiff, that he does have that, which God willingly, I hope that he doesn't. I would never want, to wish that on a baby, or, speak that into existence. But I'm saying whatever he does have, I hope that, physical therapy, it's just, it just is like a worst case of his neck being stiff. And, with physical therapy, it gets better. Now, the thing is that, she has to be taking him to these appointments every week. So, it's not just something as simple as, physical therapy does all the work. She has to put in the work, as his mother, to make sure that he's being taken every day. You guys do know that when Ava needed physical therapy, hey Myra, hey love, um, you guys know that when Ava had physical therapy, she basically stopped Ava from doing physical therapy. So, what I'm gonna say is, I hope that, it is just a mild case, or just something of his, his neck being stiff, and it just needs a little bit of physical therapy to help it out. But he shows signs of something, and she needs to step up. Yeah, and Chris does need to step up. She has 4 other kids that she has to take care of that, Subs and Reactors told her months ago to do tummy time, get him off his back. I wonder if Chris read any of the comments in her chat. He didn't. I don't even think he watches her Instagram. And I will say that, it's just very odd that, he wouldn't want to be involved in any of these things going on with his son. It just seems like she's going to the appointments alone. And I don't know about everybody's state, but I do know that, a lot of the COVID restrictions for not allowing a second person to come in, I do know that, that I know as of now, like for my ultrasounds and for my doctor's appointments, I'm allowed to have, my husband come in with me now. All they do is just like check his fever at the door. So I don't know if, that's something that Texas is still doing to where, you can't have people come in with you. But I know of my state, um, is basically like allowing partners to come in for doctor's appointments and ultrasounds. I would kind of think like, is that just a lie to say that, because he doesn't want to come in? Or, and even the fact that he couldn't even ride with her to the appointment, like that's very mind blowing to me. Um, I don't know, I know my husband, he will want to be a part of something like that, something serious like that. Um, yeah, Texas has been allowing that. Yeah, I mean, I think most places now, the restrictions like that are done. So for her to say that they're only allowing one parent still, I really don't, they can't bring the twins in. Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't understand how I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I really don't even know. Um, Erica, that's what I said too. I think he's going. Um, after this happening with the baby, I would not want to be leaving that woman alone with that baby. I would want to be, yeah, moral support though if he drove with her. Yeah, like he couldn't even just bring the twins and like, take them to the park while she was in the appointment, or they sit on their tablets all day anyway. They couldn't just bring their tablets and sit on the tablet for an hour while she went into the appointment, just for, yeah, like moral support. Like all these excuses for this girl. And it's just like for him, it's just like I just don't understand like why things are so like when it comes, I don't feel bad for the girl. She knew what kind of man he was. Yeah, I don't either. She knew what kind of man he was. He doesn't even have anything to do with his I mean, I have heard that he has something to do with his twin boys, but as far as the girl, I don't know. Yeah, you can have both parents and the patient in Texas. Yeah, I would think if they are out here, you can do it out there. Um, and I don't know why he couldn't just come with her for moral support. It seems like I'm not gonna get into all that because we're an hour and a half in. Yeah, she has no excuse. Um, Yeah, exactly. Exactly, GJ gang. Exactly. A lot of restrictions have been lifted. I understand the twins not being allowed, but same way they found a babysitter for a date night, they could have found a sitter for the appointment. I agree. The appointment was already scheduled a month ahead. She had a whole month to find a babysitter for that day, um, so he could be able to come with her into the appointment, just like they always can find, these babysitters to go and watch when, they need to go to their little steak and shrimp dinners. She had a month to find a babysitter. There's just no excuse. Like I said, I don't, there's no excuse. There's no excuse when, they seem to always conveniently, figure something out when it comes to them two or themselves. But when it comes to these kids, everybody's like, they'll have their hands up like they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't have nobody to watch nobody. Somebody has to stay home. It's just always something when it comes to these kids when something has to get done or paid for. But when it comes to them or themselves, they have all the money in the world. They have all the time in the world. It's just it pisses me off, because them kids don't deserve that. Whether or not Legend can understand if his father's there or not, he deserves to have that moral support from his father. It doesn't really seem to be that, Chris has much to do with Legend anyway. Um, I haven't seen, Chris hold the baby just as much as Jazzy has. I've barely ever seen Chris hold that baby, even when he is there. So, it's both of their faults. It's both of their faults. That they allowed this neglect to lead to him being, having a severely flattened head and needs physical therapy. It's not just Jazzy's fault. It's his fault too. He helped make that child, also so he should be responsible for, um playing a part in the baby's head being flat and going to these appointments with her and supporting her and supporting Legend. I don't understand that. Yeah, saying fat man is sink a bub but doesn't show you love him. Exactly. Exactly, Mo. Exactly. Um he never wanted a kid from her, but now that he's here, he needs to man up. Exactly. You were man enough to get in between them legs and get her pregnant. You got to be man enough to, do all what else that comes with it. I mean, the man didn't even want to be in the room for him when she gave birth to him. So it just shows a lot right there of, what kind of father he was going to be. Um yeah, like we never seen him interacting with his baby as much as he should. Yeah, exactly. You never see it. You never see it. Chris left his other kids. F him. She knew he wasn't. Yeah, handle your business as a mom. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Nicole. These are women who can't have those. There are women who can't have kids. This situation makes me sick. Tina, I agree with you, baby. I agree. I mean, it's sad. There's mothers that would kill to have kids, and you have her that just doesn't have a care in the world. Just doesn't have not a care in the world. Just raising kids is too much for her. Picking them up is too much for her. Making sure they hit their milestones is too much for her. Paying for them is too much for her. Kissing them and hugging them and making sure that they know that she loves them is too much for her. Everything is just too much for her. Um, and she said, "Baby, yeah, baby number 6, girl. It has the nerve to talk about baby number 6. It's sickening. It's sickening." And I believe she will get that baby number 6. Whether Chris is there or not, she'll move on to the next man and have, the next man's baby, because she knows that if she doesn't have, a baby with these men, that's, the only way that she can keep them there for a year or two. She could say, people can say that she was with Philip for, 15, 16 years, but within all them 15, 16 years, he had, a total of what? How many kids on her? 6 kids on her? It's just like he wasn't there all the way. He was not there all the way. He wasn't, faithful to her. So she believes that the only way she can keep a man is by having kids with him, because she doesn't have nothing else to offer. So she has to have kids by him. And I'm gonna tell you, sis, you keep over there having kids and thinking that, a man is gonna stay there because there's a baby there. You just like you've been going through what you've been going through, sis. You are in for a rude awakening. A rude awakening. And you think it's bad now with those kids? Wait till they get older. Wait till they get older. Um, like I said, y'all know my situation. Hey Sean J, hey love. Um, I know, I could never imagine, having to go around and have this man's baby, that man's baby, just to keep a man beside me. Look, all it's gonna take is one or two to teach me a lesson that, look, it just ain't working out. Look, I'm gonna tie these tubes up and I'm gonna be done, because I'm not going through having another child, being a single mother, having to do it all financially, physically. It is just, there's more to life than just sitting around having to struggle with kids because you decided to open up your legs and keep getting pregnant by these men who don't want you. And then when they leave and you got to deal with them, then you want to, pass the kids off. It's too much. It's too much for you to deal with. Sis, like I said, you keep thinking that you got to have all these kids by these men just to keep them. Okay. Chris is already out the door, as far as we know. We're all just going to chalk it up to he's not even there no more. So you really think that having another child is going to keep him there even more? I don't even think he would even make the whole pregnancy to stay there for the 6th baby. I would think it wouldn't even he wouldn't even make it there that long. Another 9 months. I just don't see him there another 9 months. But people will say that he's gonna stay there because he hasn't made, but He already got what he needed out of the deal. He's got a car. He has, you know, a little job. If he does have a job, if he does have a job, it's not two jobs, it's a job. He has his own car. He got his own car out of you. He got a job. He don't need you no more. He does not need you no more. All that man needed was a kickstart with the car and he's out. That's all he needed was a kickstart. And you were that desperate, just no respect having, that was the one to give him that kickstart, and now he's going because no man wants to be up in there with four kids that ain't his, and a baby that needs all this extra help that he's too lazy to do. She's all depressed, done do nothing with herself, done do nothing. Only's got a little bit of money around tax time. He don't want to deal with that. He does not want to deal with that. He wants a woman that, done got he no responsibility, you know. No, he's not into that. Um cars in. No. I would think it would be Jazzy's because a car. I mean, he didn't have put under his name. I don't know what his credit's like, so I don't know. And no fake ring on. Yeah. Oh yeah, and y'all know once Chris leaves, he leaves the child too. Yeah, and he's known for not paying no child support. He's known he don't pay no child support. So she's gonna be there taking care of now five kids. Five kids there alone. With no, barely no money coming in from the fathers. YouTube channel isn't doing that good. Saddle channel, that's not doing good for her. She don't got nothing. But that's how she wanted it. So that's how it's gonna be for her. She's probably gonna make them two older girls go out and get jobs so she can help take care of the kids because she can't do it all by herself. She don't think her channel's ever gonna die. She thinks that, her channel's gonna be paying her bills forever. She just renewed a lease for another year for $2,300 a month in rent. It's just like she did it to herself this time. She thought Phil was bad. Sis, you got a whole nother thing coming if that man really did leave. You have a whole other thing coming, and either that's why she's depressed or she's depressed because he left, or because I don't know. So she's gonna have to figure it out. When you deal with men like that, you got to figure it out. Everything's on you. They don't help with nothing. They're not doing nothing. All they're gonna make sure is that they got their money secured, their car secured, their little dusty D secure with their little tricking and their little pimping, whatever they do. And that's all they care about. And they got their little food and money for food and got their little girls on the side and all that. That's all them type men care about. He may not be, but I'm saying if it's not gonna last much longer. And I'm just saying if he does leave, I'm just saying if he is to leave, um, she ain't getting nothing out of him. He's already got. I mean, everything's secure. He's secured everything for himself already. He doesn't need her no more. He does not need her for nothing. And he's not paying for that baby when she leaves. She will. I'm in the make sure I had the best car. Yeah, Chris had nothing to offer, and she knows that. Since day one, she knew he had nothing to offer. She just wanted a man there. That's all. She just wanted a man to stay there long enough so she could get pregnant. And can y'all hear me? Nella said the audio's off. Can you guys hear me? It's better now. All right, y'all. Well, we've been on here an hour and 45 minutes, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. It was a great live. I'm glad that we got to just let it all out. I know I've been needing to let some stuff out about her because it's been a minute since I went live and spoke on Jazzy and spoke on this whole situation. So you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. I'm gonna be going live again, probably after she comes out with this video about his whole helmet situation thing. I don't want to speak on too much right now because she hasn't really spoke on it too much. Besides the fact that he was supposed to be getting the helmet in 3 weeks, so we will see what she decides to come out with. Um, Again, like I said, you guys, I will be either, if I don't do a live, I would do a video, either or. I want to come back on here too and talk about some other things. I've been meaning to talk about Ileana, but I just never get around to it. Because there's definitely been some stuff going on over there with Ileana. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody enjoys their I was about to say Sunday. I hope everybody enjoys their Wednesday. I will be back hopefully before the weekend, and if I don't, I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Um Keep Texas in your prayers with this school shooting thing. So unfortunate, so sad. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram Spill Tea with TaylorXo. And I do have the baby registry link. I'll either put it in the description or I'll post it again on the community post if you guys missed it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed this live so much. Thank you for my mods, my beautiful mods. If you guys want to join the Discord to get into talk some more throughout the day about all these things going on and you just don't want to talk about it on the live, inbox me on Spill Tea with TaylorXo and I will send you the link for the Discord. But thank you guys so much and stay tuned for another one, y'all. I'll see y'all.